안녕하십니까 노영킴입니다. 오늘은 MLB 더 쇼 21 프랜차이즈 모드 9번째 경기 마이애미 말린스 대 뉴욕 매치의 경기를 방송해 드리겠습니다. 매치의 홈 경기장이고요. 투수는 마커스 스트로맨입니다.
From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Metropolitans have played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games.
시리즈 리캡입니다.
His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Mets in this one.
수입을 위해 마커스 스트로맨이 나왔습니다.
Begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Into the box, John Birdie. He will lead this one off today.
The second baseman, John Birdie.
Now here's the first offering. High
Oh.
and deep down the left field line.
초구부터 홈런인 줄 알았어요.
First pitch, 110.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And that's the first out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
So next to hit is Miguel Rojas. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And that misses for ball 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
So next to bat will be Starling Marte. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. In tied at 93, ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball.
몰렸는데요. 위험했습니다.
In for strike 2. Shoots this one over to first, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Eliezer Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number
헤르난데스는 포심, 슬라이더, 체인지업, 투심.
Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's
이거 볼 좋네요.
and that's an easy
전
out.
그냥 삼진 당한 줄 알았는데 운이 좋습니다.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the
그러나
first out of the inning.
Really impressive.
결국
pitch
삼진
right there.
당합니다.
Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Weak roller right side. Barehanded at his knees. He is out.
손으로 잡아서 토스를 했습니다.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So,
매치가
given the matchup he's faced,
장타율로는 5할
I wouldn't be
2푼으로
surprised at all to see him make some
1위네요.
noise at the plate.
내셔널리그
Plate now
1위였나요?
is Dominic Smith, lifetime against this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Skied in the air to
잘
straightaway
쳤는데
left. Dickerson's there.
조금 늦었네요.
And that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. And now in the box, Adam Duvall. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch on its way. Duvall, once an Atlanta Brave, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the last of the series, and the New York Mets have dominated so far. They've got an opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series.
초반이지만
Particularly nice when you can sweep a series
스트로먼이
at home.
공이
And if
굉장히
they're gonna get
좋습니다.
something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt
스트라이크 존
about that.
구석을
And a combo platter
잘
combined shutout
공략하고
yesterday.
있습니다.
Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
So he sets him down swinging. Corey Dickerson goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Brian Anderson.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. The as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 the count now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. This is foul right side. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there.
너무 빨라요, 타이밍이.
Wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
어, 제대로 넘어갔는데. 파울인가요? 넘어갔습니다. 그렇죠.
So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
바로 이겁니다, 알론조.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
기가 막힌 포물선을 그리면서 넘어갑니다.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. High pop-up. Rojas has got it, and the first out is recorded.
That exists.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he he takes this one high, 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So stepping in is Brandon Nimmo. First offering on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now the 2-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's 1-0 Mets. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an
지금 스트로만은 거의 투피치예요. 싱커 아니면 슬라이더. 우타자 몸쪽 싱커, 바깥쪽 슬라이더.
And now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
그런데 지금 그 공에 마이애미 타자들이 속수무책입니다.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Outside, 2-1. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he looks at
아이고,
one that
올려줍니다.
misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And now, Eliezer Hernandez. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. First pitch on the way, and they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter number 5, second baseman, John Birdie.
Next up is John Birdie, trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the stretch, a swing and a ground ball to third.
뭐야.
Davis brings it in.
아, 실수했습니다, 제가.
He's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting.
2루에 던졌어요.
Riding in is Miguel Rojas. A potential tying run for him at third base.
위기입니다. 2사지만 지금 주자 3루 1루.
On its way. Slider laid off for a ball. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game.
너무 황당한 실수를 해버렸습니다.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
2-2. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second.
아,
And the Marlins have their first hit of the game. And the tying run
실수로
is in to score from third. It's
실점을 또
1-1.
하고 맙니다.
Boy, that's
1대1.
a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. Drilled
아,
right back up the
연속
middle.
안타가
And it's through
나옵니다.
into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
He took that
역전을
back right
하는
where it
마이애미
came from.
말린스.
Nice ribby knock right up the chute
You
there.
know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. Swing and there it goes. He got all of
아,
that
급격하게
ball.
흔들리네요.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, they were smart not
와,
to challenge him with a fastball,
정말
but
힘이
it didn't matter.
좋습니다.
He's their
저
big
바깥쪽
dog for a reason,
체인지업을
so we waited, stayed back,
저렇게
and
당겨서
absolutely exploded through
넘겨버리는
the zone on that one.
듀발입니다.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
아직은 좀 바꿀 단계는 아닌 것 같고요.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Smith is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the 3rd now. And next to
실수
hit is the
하나로
catcher, James McCann.
점수를 너무 많이 줬습니다.
To start this game, there's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Swing and a liner.
잘 쳤는데
Dickerson
아.
has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
이런 것까지 잡힙니다.
Good contact to start out the inning.
No pitcher.
Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson's there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
치는 족족 야수 정면으로 갑니다.
Now batting, number 6.
Now it'll be Jeff McNeil, struck out in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the 2nd out.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. to 2-2 now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Down in order. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to the plate, Brian Anderson. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Here's another 0-2. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, here is Garrett Cooper. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way.
아,
Can't go down 3 pitches.
빠져나갑니다.
I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here
3.1
again.
이닝,
You'd like to see him find a way
4안타,
to get out of this
5실점.
inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Alfaro swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Cooper stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
투수
At the plate,
타석입니다.
Eliezer Hernandez. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Swing and a flare down the line. In there, a base hit. The relay.
2루
The tag, and they'll get him
너무
at second. And with
무리했습니다.
that, the side is
아웃됩니다.
retired. Marlins leave 1. They're up 5-1. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Pulled toward right center field. Marte's after it. He's there and records the first out.
매치가 지금 안타가 하나인가요? 너무 빈탑니다.
Now at the plate is Dominic Smith. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
그렇지.
And he turns on one, sending
이거
it
넘어갔다.
high and deep to right. Gone into the upper tank.
도미닉 스미스의 솔로 홈런이 터집니다.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out, 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marte is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30.
So two are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch of the AB now. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Breaks his
아이고,
bat as this one's popped up.
파울입니다.
This is going to wind up a foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hit down the line at first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We're through 4. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets 2. Stepping up is John Birdie.
Leading off for the Marlins, the second baseman, John.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Next to dig in, Miguel Rojas. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count.
이 상위 타선에서 지금 저번에 대량 실점이 났었죠. 잘 막아야 됩니다.
In foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
빠른 투아웃이 됩니다.
The center fielder, number 6.
Ready now for the Marlins. Starling Marte singled in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0 home.
아, 마르테
And there's a base hit on the line.
멀티 히트입니다.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a
마르테가 스트로먼한테는 굉장히 강합니다. 그리고 전타석에 홈런을 쳤던 듀발이 나옵니다.
Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away that he went out and hooked it. He pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings.
좋습니다. 슬라이더.
1-2 now.
Count 1-2.
Marte is off at first with 2 away. Yanked the slider across that time.
한 번 더 슬라이더 던져봐도 좋을 것
Great game
같아요.
plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Well, the shortstop's got it played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out.
린도어가 잡아내면서 이닝을 마무리합니다.
Out in front, 5-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading up.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman.
자, 전반 경기 잠깐 쉬었다가 오겠습니다. 후반에 뵙겠습니다.